knocking on your door. It's not your story to write. Scratch out your words in the night. When the writer is in doubt, I turn to come out.
Good afternoon, and welcome back to The Siege, or good morning, good evening, and welcome back. How are you all doing, folks? I hope you had a great weekend and some extra days. I think the last day we saw each other was Thursday. And yeah, I took Friday off because I was a mess. Let me switch to live here. Oh, that's not me. That is definitely not me. What the hell? It's an imposter. God damn it. They're already running wild. Speaking of imposter chat, well, we will talk about that in a second. Let me just do this very quickly, and then let me put there very quickly. And we are not on the filter yet. Thank you. Huh. It's oh. So, and if you're like Mole, I think your cable is also hanging weird on your headset. Oh no. It's hanging exactly as it's supposed to be. Because unfortunately, it's broken. Yeah, it has a loose cable, and basically my right ear doesn't work anymore. So it's mono sound. Yay! Already ordered a new headset, but that is certainly not something I had on my list because this is a studio headset, and this should have lasted a little bit longer than the 3 years it was in usage. So thanks, I guess. This is what you get when you're getting cable, and yes, the next one will be cable again. I'm still a little bit weird when it comes to wireless. I really the problem is if I want to get wireless, I want to get like a more expensive one, and I don't have the money for that right now. Especially here's the thing: I had to use some of the money for the CPU, and when I'm coming back from my break, by the way, I will have like something in the corner which will show you like how much money did go in, and it will be updated and all that. Like I want to make this like a real thing instead of just having to inform people like how we are standing right now. Yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks that I had to use like a bunch of the money to get a decent headset, right? Like I'm always when it comes to headsets, yeah. So that sucks. That's definitely not something I wanted. But it's on its way, and they told me it would definitely arrive before December 21st. So I'm not quite sure what Amazon is like trying to tell me there. Like, yes, it will come definitely before, so it's ready for Christmas. Which, let's be honest here, I don't care. Or does it try to tell me it will definitely come on the 21st, which would be in 1 week? I don't want to wait a week. Like, what the hell, man? Like, what the hell? It's we have to see. But yeah, this is why the cable is like this. This is how I basically make the cable work, and I can hear stereo. Of course, that doesn't stay for long. I mean, we all know that. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. I'm not really sleepy. But man, let me tell you, like the last few days, I definitely need a break. I definitely need a break. So on Thursday, I already didn't get enough sleep, right? And then we had the super long night with the Game Awards, which was fantastic. I'm still super happy for Larian, and we will talk about the Game Awards in just a few minutes here. But however, it was then like 6 a.m. in the morning when I finally did go to bed. And well, I tried and I couldn't because it was still very cold here, and the heater was running, and there's like air in the pipes, and unfortunately I cannot really do anything about that. So I was literally mailing my my landlord and be like, hey, fix this. You are literally waterboarding me here. I cannot sleep. Like, I finally did sleep at 10 a.m. in the morning. And then I woke up at 2 a.m. because my body was like, hey, dude, you have to stand up. What the hell? What's going on? Right? So on Friday, I functioned on 4 hours of sleep. And I'm not even sure if they fixed it. It's just, it got warmer here, so nobody is using the heater. So I'm not really sure. But I could finally get some sleep, and like Saturday I was completely meh. Saturday was shit. Yesterday was alright. Oh no, on Sunday was alright. And so I'm back to a normal sleep rhythm. But I had so much to do. I had so much, like, because when you don't have enough sleep, you're not functioning, and yeah, it's just so many things to upload. I had to upload them on YouTube. I didn't even manage to upload all the videos I wanted, and I'm pretty sure nobody cares anymore. I have to say though, my reaction videos to the Game Awards do much better on TikTok. Like on YouTube, barely anyone is watching them because it's like everyone is doing the Game Awards, right? And on TikTok, yes, I'm on TikTok if you don't know. I'm uploading my small videos here. But on TikTok, I had enough. Like, there was actually quite a bit of views on the videos. So I'm like, huh, okay, interesting. Makes sense. Like, if you have like a 2 minute or 3 minute reaction video, that does much better on TikTok that probably does on YouTube, because you cannot use it for YouTube Shorts, because YouTube is like, no, YouTube Shorts is a minute, and everything above that is a normal YouTube video. But yeah, it's another thing I'm trying to figure out in the in the heat of like getting also used to TikTok a little bit more and having shorter videos. Speaking of TikTok material, this week we will also have a Lethal Company thingy. I don't really know when that is. I don't really know when that is. Like, I first thought on Thursday, but it seems like we are now going on the weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to get everyone like under the wraps. Believe it or not, it's kind of difficult to manage like 4 adults who all have a life and a job to come together to play a video game. It's like, yeah, not everyone has the no life abilities like I have. So that's that. We will try to get back to the game as quickly as possible. We are trying. We are really trying. And maybe we are doing it on Thursday with Moosey and Laggy and a fourth person. I don't know. We will see. We will figure something out. Now, what else? Anything else? Oh yeah, I played more Once Human. I'm knee deep into the game. I defeated the first boss. I have a pretty decent base now, and I have to go with the main story, which I'm not a huge fan of. The game is a bit weird. The game has a pacing issue. I finally figured out what the problem of this game is, but the game has a pacing issue for sure. Yeah, because they are telling you at which level you should do what, and you should kind of get that level. But it also makes no sense because I am still far away from getting the quest to kill the next boss in Once Human. But I'm done. I'm done in this tier. I crafted everything. I have like some of the best guns in tier 1. I cannot go further, but the game is like, yeah, well, that's great, but you have to push the main story to now kill the next boss, and you have to reach a certain level to do so. And it's like, yeah, but I'm fully equipped. Like, my character, God, I'm so sorry. My character is having like an epic shotgun. Okay, it doesn't have an epic assault rifle yet. It's only blue, but that thing is already pretty significant. Like tier 2 weapons and whatnot. Like, I cannot really improve my character that much further, besides of putting in countless of useless hours just to get like 2 more defense or 2 more damage. It doesn't matter at that point. So it's a bit weird. The pacing in Once Human is something they have to get under control. Speaking of getting under control, it's a bit of gaming news. So if you are looking forward to jump into Once Human, please do so before tomorrow. You just have to log in once, but starting tomorrow, Once Human is going into lockdown. They are going into actual closed beta. That means you need an invite. Starting with that. Why? Because too many people. they have basically calculated for 20,000 people. Then they got 50,000 people, concurrent players. Yes, 50,000 concurrent players. And they quickly adapted to that with servers and like netcode stability and all that. So it isn't really like, okay, 50,000, that's manageable for us. But they already see that the numbers are climbing, and they're like, folks, stability might be an issue right now. We cannot allow that. To make sure that the people who play already can actually play, we have to make it invite only. So that makes sense. Like, especially if you're running around in the world, they added so many servers to the game. There are now like 8 or 10 servers you can choose from, and my server is still like overrun. There's still people everywhere, buildings everywhere. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, and I totally understand that they are going into like closed beta mode with Once Human. So yeah, if you want to join, make sure to download the game till tomorrow, and then log in once. If you have logged in once, your account is flagged, and you are good to go. Like, you don't need an invite anymore. Yeah. But what else? Oh yeah. So my vacation is getting closer, which is surely needed, like desperately needed. Not just to relax. I also have to reshuffle a few things here and there, and I have to take a look at my YouTube channels and whatnot. Especially, like, I'm actually kind of curious. The this channel here, we are live right now, right? Actually did grow a little bit. American Arcadia did actually get some people in, which is kind of neat. We will see what we are doing about Rogue Trader, as I said before. Oh, there we go. I'm not promising a full playthrough, but I will make that clear before we are starting. Yeah, just in general. Friday is my last day here on the channel, or in stream. I know it's also the day where Pioneers of Pagonia is coming out. That's cool. That's cool. Do we actually have like let me see, do we have like a Pioneers of Pagonia? Do we have a release time? Oh no, it's coming out tomorrow. Oh shit. It's coming out in 20 hours. Oh, it's an early release. I mean, yes, German studio. German studio, so kind of, well, duh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We might play that. We might play that tomorrow on the Mole Under Management channel. Huh? I don't... Weird? Wait. They say they have an early access release trailer. I don't see an early access release trailer. Oh, no. That was yesterday. Oh, no, the trailer is going live. The trailer is going live on Thursday. Okay. On Tuesday. What the all right. Well, we will check it out. I think we are doing this on the Mole Under Management channel. I think that will be a pretty decent video. I have already a video for the Mole Under Management channel this week, but that is coming later. No, it will not be City Skylines. It will be actually my most anticipated strategy games of 2024. That is coming this week on the Mole Under Management channel. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I think we are doing that tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I do a Mole Thoughts video on Pioneers of Pagonia, and then have the most anticipated games next week. Maybe, I don't know, dates and stuff. But yeah, so I will take my break, and that will go till, let me see, definitely till the 2nd of January. Maybe even a little bit later. It really depends on what I do and all that. There might be some occasional streams. There will be YouTube videos, of course. There will be YouTube videos. And because YouTube is killing me if I'm not uploading something for 2 weeks. And they will be like, what? Mo, where are you? Are you dead? Did you die? What? No. I'm on a vacation for 2 weeks. Oh, so you're dead? No, vacation. Yeah, the same. It's the same, man. Okay, great, thanks. Yeah, I have a, by the way, I have a Once Human thought video coming out today or tomorrow on the Mole RP channel. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah. That's a thing. But yeah, we'll definitely make some changes here and there. I have to come up with some changes. I'm not happy right now with the state of some of the channels. Like, even though like the channels themselves are doing a-okay, like especially the Mole Under Management channel is going great. The other 2 channels are slowly growing. Especially with this channel here, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, and I have to find a solution to do better. The problem is, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Yeah. Like the problem is still the amount of time I'm putting into streaming. I can't justify. Now, doing this for half a year, I can't really justify. That is my biggest problem I have. Like, I could do probably so much more with the YouTube channels if I wouldn't stream, or would stream occasionally. Not streaming, but streaming occasionally, right? Would it make sense? And then focus on the things I want. I don't know yet. Like, it definitely does go through my head, but yeah, I don't know. It's choices. I will think about it when I'm going on my vacation. Yeah. All right. Anything else I want to talk about? No. No. I don't think I have anything else. I think it's time to jump into some gaming news. Yeah. Let's jump into some gaming news. Let's do that. So, quick news here on Epic versus Google, where Epic was basically saying that Google has been running a monopoly on the Google Play Store and its billing system. And they did the same thing against Apple. And, well, against Apple, the court basically said, nah, man, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Which is really interesting, because in the Epic versus Google lawsuit, Epic just won. Yeah. The court has been, or the jury has been apparently saying that, yes, Google Play and its billing system is an illegal monopoly. And of course, Google has already shared its plan to challenge the verdict. But this is interesting. So we have to see what will happen next. The jury voted yes to every question of the verdict and siding with Epic. It also deemed Google's Project Hawk initiative, in which developers were allegedly giving financial incentives to stay on the Play Store, anti-competitive. And Google has to change their practices. Of course, as I said, Google will challenge this verdict, and we will see how that goes. But yeah, it's a bit weird that basically on Google they were like, oh yeah, this is total, oh yeah, bad, right? And on Apple they were like, no, Apple is fine. I was like, wait, why is it like, Why? Why is it a monopoly with Google but not with Apple? That makes no sense. So we have to see how that continues. But that win for Epic was certainly unexpected for a lot of people because, as I said, the verdict against Apple was pretty clear. No, they're not anti-competitive, which, again, I would argue they are, but they were not anti-competitive. And they were like, sorry, Epic, you can't win here. And then Google is coming up and they're like, oh, yeah, what Google is doing is totally anti-competitive. And yeah, no. It's like, wait, what? How is that possible? Like, especially because Google has been even more open than Apple was, because you can just like circumvent a lot of shit, which you couldn't do for a while with Apple, right? That is changing next year when, at least in the EU, Apple has to allow that people can just install apps without the App Store. And yes, I know, oh, you can jailbreak it. Yeah, I'm aware, thanks. I mean, non-jailbreaking stuff. So yeah, we will see how that goes. Very interesting. Second, well, the Game Awards happened, if you have missed it. And I have to say, I think this was the worst Game Awards in a long time. I'm not talking about how they, like, who won which award. I think they have been pretty fair with a lot of the awards. Well, because I say that because my games I wanted to see win have been winning quite a bit, right? So, debatable. But no, like, it makes sense for a lot of things they have voted on, where I can say, yes, good. They really didn't have like big game announcements. They had some nice trailers. It wasn't bad. But it was mostly nice trailers, right? Nothing totally crazy outstanding. You could argue that the new Monster Hunter game has made a lot of people happy, but then again, that is coming in, what, 2025? So I'm like, you know, the new Light No Fire has been announced, and well, that thing exploded. Like, the one thing we do not know is we do not have a date, but I wouldn't be surprised if we are getting the game sooner than we anticipate, because Sean Murray is already doing the emote thing, right? Like, if you don't know what that is, Sean Murray is the CEO of Hello Games and one of the developers and whatnot. And what he normally does when a new No Man's Sky update is coming out, he likes to post in emotes, right? He loves to do this stuff. And most of the time when he does that, a few days apart, they're releasing the new expansion to No Man's Sky. Now the question is, do they do this for Light No Fire? That I do not know, right? Because we don't have a release date. They haven't talked about it, but they also made it very clear that they have been working on this game for over 5 years, and the trailer is actually doing some insane numbers. Believe it or not, the trailer is doing some insane numbers on YouTube. like nearly 7 million views. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Like, that game is anticipated, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Like, I'm really, really curious. So they had some decent announcement on the TGA, right? But the reality is, man, everything else was shit. Like, the tons of celebrities, and no, I don't mean Christopher Judge. Christopher Judge has been working in the gaming industry as a voice actor for quite some time. Like, he is a nerd. Like, he makes kind of sense that he is there, right? And that's fine. But the problem I had the most was that those celebrities had more time on the stage than the actual developers to thank for their awards. And then, of course, they had the timer running. They had like a minute speech. Everyone has had like a minute speech. And it's like, come on. I get that you don't want to have like an 8-minute speech again like Christopher Judge did last year. I get it. I really do. But, like, give them 2 minutes. Because a lot of developers would have been fine with 2 minutes. Like, you could see, like, everyone who had their speech, they could have put this together in 2 minutes. And then the music, man. That was the worst, because they choose this sad music, which was sometimes really hilarious, right? Especially when Neil had a speech and he was talking about some like really touching stuff, and then the music was starting to swell in the background. That was pretty good. Of course, this wasn't planned, but it was still good. And there were too many moments. And then the switch from that music to the kind of funky hip hop electro music right afterwards felt so out of place. Like, what the hell, man? Right? Like, ugh. It wasn't great. They definitely have to redo it next year. I get it. They wanted to string along the people and they wanted to make it a little bit more faster because it already took like, what, 3.5 hours or so to get us through that. But I will be honest, they could have cut half of the celebrities and doing their funny bits. They were reading from a script. Like, you could clearly see that Christopher Judge was not sure if he should have done the joke. Like, that was actually really interesting. With the Call of Duty campaign, you could clearly see how he was stopping himself from making the joke. And then he was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going with the teleprompter. Okay, well, can't blame that on the teleprompter, I guess. And yeah, it's just like, why are you making this joke? Especially when the developers are sitting there. Like, let's keep something in mind. A lot of the decisions which are being made nowadays when it comes to like not gameplay mechanics necessarily are made somewhere from management. Like, you don't need to shit on the devs for that. You really don't. And you could clearly see that Christopher Judge was not okay with that joke. He stopped himself and was thinking if he should have done the joke. So, yeah, that sucks. But yeah, so like the whole... Oh, excuse me. so sorry. The whole TGA was not good. It was not good. Like, they have to redo their plans for next year. 100%. Like, and not a single word about the people who got like fired and how the gaming industry is like not in a good spot right now. Like, games are, but the industry who is making those games are not in a good spot. Hey, Mnemonic, how are you doing today? Good day to you, good sir. Tipshead. How are you? Hi, hi. So, yeah, TGA wasn't really happy this year. Wasn't really happy. So I'm hoping they will look at what they did, right, and will improve. Oh God, I'm seeing Mnemonic, and I have to think about. I have to finish my dad's PC, and I have never seen that. So, by the way, for everyone who has ever opened up a PC, built a PC, right? So I was trying to remove the HDD from the case, right? And that thing is being held in place by why am I blanking on the word? Shit. Screws. What the hell? Man, my brain is not functioning. So they're held in place by screws, right, in like a cage. And I'm like, yeah, okay, no problem. So I removed the two screws from the one side, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh, damn it. Wait, I cannot remove this. Oh my god, is there a screw on the other? Okay, they screwed it with one screw on the other side. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, sure, why not? Not necessary, but sure. So I was like, well, okay, that's not a, yeah, it's like front and you have to come from the other side. And I was like, okay, well, that's not really a problem, right? You are removing the other side of the case, right? The panel on the other side. And I have done this before. So I was like, huh? Huh? What the? Huh? I cannot remove it. What the hell? Did I miss something? No. They bolted the other panel on the case. Bolted. I cannot remove the left panel. How do I remove the HD drive? I don't know. I need probably a very small screwdriver to go from the other side and try to like... Yeah, they riveted the panel. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have a super small screwdriver. I don't have that. I have to get that. Great. And to basically go then underneath it. It's like, what the shit? Who is bolting? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I have to get the HD drive out of it. Because my dad needs an HD drive. That case, it's like a cheap case. You know, it looks kind of cool, but it's all like cheap plastic and probably did cost $30 to create in China at best. Yeah. Yo, Mnemonic. Have a good one. But yeah, that's the thing, which is like hovering around here, which is like, yeah, great. But yeah, so that's a thing which is also plaguing me. But let's go back to the gaming news. And Mnemonic, have a good work. May it be quick, and may it be without too much stress. See you later, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate that. Really do. Next gaming news. Oh, yeah. I cannot believe this. Let's talk about the day before. I have seen a lot of shit in my life. And I know a lot of people are right now thinking, yeah, well, told you so. Let's not do that, please. I didn't buy into the game. I didn't give them money. I don't give a shit. But nonetheless, there is a lot to talk about. So, let's talk about the day before. As you can see here right now, the day before is overwhelmingly negative with only 15% plus. And the reality for that is pretty simple. They lied to the people. They sold this as an open world MMO. They haven't fixed this. They're too stupid. They haven't seen this. They have marketed this in their trailers as an open world MMO with zombies. That's what they did market this game as. And there was no doubt about it in the trailers. Like, this wasn't suggestive. This wasn't like, oh yeah, it's the player's fault that they didn't see what this is. No. The trailers, which, by the way, they all deleted from their official YouTube, was very much marketed as an open world MMO. Like, that's what they showcased. Like, they lied. They deceived. And they did so willingly. Now, the game came out on Thursday. And when people jumped into it, they realized very quickly, oh shit, this ain't it. This is an extraction shooter. An extraction shooter with the most bare bones system available. It's Escape from Tarkov with zombies. Or DayZ with zombies. Well, DayZ is with zombies. Nonetheless, people were furious because this was, again, not the game which was showcased. Right? Like, the cars doesn't even exist. Like, yeah. Like, even this trailer is a lie. This doesn't exist. You cannot really go into most of the buildings. Like, the game was a lie. That's what this game was. Like, maybe they had some plans for it, right? Maybe they wanted this to be, at some point, the game they advertised, but it certainly wasn't. It certainly wasn't. So people were pissed, people were refunding, it was overwhelmingly negative, and this would have been a long path to recovery. Now, yesterday evening, the creators, Fantastic, announced that, well, they're shutting down the studio. Yes, the whole studio. All gone? Yup. And let us read the announcement, shall we? Today, we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. AKA, we are not giving you refunds. Get fucked. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of the day before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately we don't have the funding to continue to work. It is important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. At the moment, the future of the day before and Prop Night is unknown, but their service will remain operational. We apologize we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredible, challenging endeavor. We're grateful for everyone who supported us during the difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here are a few things. This is all bullshit. If you were taking this for face value, you read it and you think, yeah, that makes sense. The facts which surround this whole thing tell a completely different story. Like, they're claiming something which doesn't get supported by the facts. The first thing, all income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. That's the first thing. So they're basically saying there will be no refunds. And now, a few hours later, they're now starting to tell the people, yeah, we are now issuing refunds and that's the least we can do for you people. Oh, really? Well, you said something else. And the thing is, it's not them. It's not them. It's Steam who moved in. And Steam was like, yo, first of all, nobody can buy this game anymore. Second, we are now issuing refunds even to the people who have been playing longer than 2 hours. This is not them. This is Steam who picks up the pace here. Second, the day before has failed financially. Some people did some math. It's not 100% accurate, but they made multiple millions from this. Even with the refunds. Hey, Vagabond, good to see you. But think about this. The game did go into early access on Thursday, and on Monday evening, they didn't have the funds to continue. Dude, if that is really true, how did you calculate your financials? Like, releasing a game into early access, not the full release, but early access, and running out of money 4 days later? Like, what? How? What? That's crazy. Also, you made a few millions from this game. What kind of, like, debts did you get that a few millions would not be enough? Also, this makes no sense for me. Keep in mind that Steam is not paying out immediately. Steam is not a company who pays you immediately the money you made from your game. What did you think will happen after 4 days? Like, even if this thing would have been mega successful and would have raked in tens of millions, you wouldn't have gotten the game till next month. Like, what? So this is already like absolutely weird. It makes no sense. We really wanted to release new patch. Okay, we will see about that, because you have unfortunately a history with all those games to never like take care of them. We actually, this is kind of funny, we actually played the Wild 8. I remember this game. I was looking it up and I was like, wait a minute, I played this on Mixer. This was actually a pretty good survival game. It wasn't early access and it wasn't done, but it was apparently pretty decent, and apparently it never got finished. So, what the hell? But apparently they kind of gave up on all the games after some time. So, cool. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. Again, this is not your doing. Pre-orders cannot be issued on Steam with early access games. This has been made clear multiple times by developers. This is also why there is no pre-download for early access games, because they cannot do that. Steam is pretty clear apparently on how to handle early access games, right? Because even Steam is a little bit afraid of how this could be abused, right? So this is why, like, it's not because of your benevolence that you didn't issue pre-orders of the game. It's because Steam clearly told you, get lost. You can't do that. You didn't do any crowdfunding campaigns. Well, let's be honest here. You probably also knew that nobody would go for it. Let's be real here. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. 5 years? Excuse me. That's all you have managed in 5 years? I don't believe you. Because people have been digging deeper into the game. Most of the assets we see in the games are literally from the Epic Store. You can just buy them there. And the gameplay mechanics are apparently easily to recreate with a lot of in-game mechanics from the Unreal Engine. Like, there is somebody on Twitter, who is recreating the day before right now, gameplay-wise, and with the assets of the day 4. And just after 4 days, he has already, like, a lot of stuff running. And he is like, in no way did you take 5 years for this. Yeah, you know what else took 5 years? Baldur's Gate 3. Or the new No Man's Sky, right? Again, I am pretty sure at this point, there are two options here for all of this. The first option is this is all a scam. This is a scam from the beginning to the end. Which I'm like, maybe. High possibility. The second option is, and again, that doesn't make it better, is they actually developed the game they were advertising for quite some time. They were showing in the trailers and they were kind of advertising to the people. And at some point, they realized all those bits and pieces they have developed and they showcased in the trailers, they couldn't bring together. They couldn't put them together to make them cohesive. And they realize very quickly they are running out of money, they are running out of time, so they have to release something. And that's what we got. In the gaming industry, it's sometimes really interesting how we are now developing games in pieces, right? Like a puzzle. Everyone is working on their own little puzzle piece. And then at the end of the development, this puzzle has been put together. We see this very much at Ubisoft, and they are failing on that in the last few years, I think, pretty spectacularly. The best example I always like to give how complicated it can be to put things together. Like, you have a lot of moving parts in game development, and it gets much harder to do the more moving parts you have. It's not an easy endeavor. But let me give you one example to illustrate the problem. About 9 years ago, Blizzard announced that they canceled Project Titan. Project Titan was Blizzard's new big MMO, and which would then become Overwatch. Right? Like, they took like a lot of assets and a lot of characters and all that from Project Titan and made it Overwatch. And the MMO was basically like a superhero game. So you would have 2 games. You would have the day cycle, which would be the Sims and Second Life and stuff, right? That was the day cycle. And then at night, you would switch to your superhero, supervillain persona. Like, this is where the Overwatch part is coming in. And you would do like a lot more MMORPG stuff. The problem is that Blizzard could never make those 2 worlds connect. They said themselves it felt like playing 2 completely distinct games, and they couldn't find the thing which will connect those 2 gameplay elements with each other and make it cohesive. And that is only 2 parts. We are talking of 2 parts here. So the moment when you have sometimes 20 gameplay parts and you all have to put them together, it becomes tough. Like, it's not an easy task to do. So I can kind of see that they maybe had that problem, that they had like multiple gameplay elements which were all fine in itself, but they couldn't make them click together. And this is where you have to make decisions to cut stuff. This is where you have to say, okay, I'm sorry, Frank, as amazing as your cooking simulator is, and as fun as the cooking simulator is, this is a MOBA, and cooking doesn't make any sense. So we have to remove that. We cannot make that stick. Sorry. Right? It's like, I can see that. But again, the history of the studio is just showing, I don't think that's what happened here. This is going further. They are now running around on literally Twitter answering people with, and I kid you not, shit happens, bro. Like, they are literally saying, this was our first big experience, shit happens, right? Like, this is entirely our work. No, people have been digging into it, and they're like, nah, it's not. Apparently the IP doesn't belong to Fantastic Studios, which is very interesting. So, yeah. Also, they're not the only one. Apparently, the publisher is finally my toner, is finally waking up, and it's like, wait, we have a game, and they are saying to all the Day Before players, as the investor of the Day Before, we would like to provide some updates on the current situation around the game. We are sorry for the fact that the game didn't meet the expectations of the majority of the players. Today we will work with Steam to open up refunds for any players who choose to make a refund. No, they already have done that. You have done nothing. Steam stepped forward and was like, limitless refunds. Go get them while they are hot. We are in contact with Fantastic regarding the future of the game. Lol. It's like, okay, so you were the publisher on this, my toner. Quick question here. Have you never checked on the game? Like, serious question. Have you never checked on the game? As a publisher and as somebody who is investing into the game, I would probably check in on the game like every 2 or 3 months and be like, hey folks, please send us the whole game. We want to check that out. And if the developer starts with can't do that, yo, that's the moment where you are swooping in and go like, what the shit? And again, there are only 2 options here. You haven't done that, or you knew, which is again not great. Like it's such a bizarre thing of who screwed up where and who scammed who. Like, seriously. So yeah, it's just, what the hell, man. But I mean, look, I'm not acting surprised. I'm not somebody who is like, oh, how could this happen? Chat, how could this happen? What? Nah, man. Like, that this would crash against the wall and would burn, crash and burn, right? I am, yeah, not surprised here. Not surprised. Absolutely not. Like, the studio who made this game has a history of abandoning their games. And the games they have made before, like, that's a step up. It's a bit like, it's kind of funny to say this, but it is true. It's a bit like No Man's Sky. Don't get me wrong, No Man's Sky is now an amazing game, and I'm looking forward to Light No Fire because now the studio has the expertise, the tools, and well, frankly, the people to make it happen. Right? Like, Hello Games is not the Hello Games it was 10 years ago when they worked on No Man's Sky. But No Man's Sky is a wonderful example of a studio which was an indie studio made of relatively new developers who only worked on some pretty small niche indie games. And then they made No Man's Sky, something which was completely out of their field of expertise. But here's the thing. Even though the game was missing a lot, the foundation was good, right? The foundation was good, and things were there. It just needed more love. So let me see. Yeah, they also made The Last Campfire, which is a cute little indie game they made after that. Oh yeah, they made Joe Danger before that. They made literally 2 games, Joe Danger and Joe Danger 2. Those were the games Hello Games made. Completely different games. If you have never seen Joe Danger, this is Joe Danger 1, right? Let me see if I can let me see. Joe Danger 2. Yes. Bit prettier graphics, but you see, like, nobody really bought the game. It was such a small little niche game. Like completely different. That's the game. This was their level of expertise when they made No Man's Sky. This was literally their level of expertise. A motorbike wheelie running game. Like that's what you get here. Like cross bike and some other stuff. And yeah. And then they made No Man's Sky. But they did stuck with No Man's Sky. So, and they did go out of business immediately. Like, yeah. What's the takeaway for all of this? Don't trust marketing, I guess. Like, no, yes, it kind of is the point, right? The point is, do not trust any of the marketing material. Like, it shows you, I think this is a wonderful example showing you how trailers can be manipulated easily to show you a vertical slice, to show you an idea, and which has nothing to do with the actual gameplay. I think the second game, which came pretty close to that back in the day, was The Division. Right? Like, the Division announcement trailer was still absolute fake. Right? Like, nothing of this existed. Yeah. Right, Vagabond. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not saying that. Like, yes. Oh god, this doesn't all exist. It's kind of funny. Yeah, if you were like, this is, if you have never seen this, this is the announcement trailer for The Division, and this game didn't exist. This game didn't exist. Not just graphically, but, you know. But it shows still till today perfectly that you are not allowed to believe what trailers are showcasing you, unfortunately. Like if it comes to gameplay, yeah, group mission, the underground. Yeah, the underground. Oh yeah, they're in the dark zone, which is also like, again, like you see this, and this was more or less like advertised more like an like a tactical shooter and something, until people found out this was a Destiny. But you can see how this is like, they are suggesting what this game could be and what this game is. And my god, so many skills we never got. And it isn't. Right. So, yeah, TLDR. Don't believe the marketing bullshit. Don't believe the marketing bullshit. Because chances are pretty high that what you see is not what you get. And you see like sometimes developers saying like, yeah, this is just a vision, you know. Oh yeah, the tablet feature. That also never came out. Oh, that was hilarious. I remember that now. I've totally forgotten that they had also the tablet feature. And that disappeared very quickly. That you have a player on the tablet. No, like, just don't always believe what they are showcasing. Like, that's the point. And I have learned, unfortunately, that everything I'm seeing, especially with Ubisoft at this point, I always think it's a bit worse than that. Which is really sad that I reached the state of mind where I'm like, yeah, okay, well, this is what Ubisoft showed us, and I assume that's just bullshit. Oh yeah, the water and food. How they suggest that this is like a survival game. And yes, water and food does exist, but it's literally just 5% more damage absorption. Like it's not the, in any way or form is it important to the game, right? Oh my god, look at that. That also doesn't exist like that. Yeah. I'm hoping, I know that they're working on the Division 3, by the way. Quick note here. I'm hoping that the Division 3 might actually be the game people wanted. I would say right here the Division 1 was better than the Division 2. And the Division 2 was even more Destiny slash more looter shooter. And the Division could be such an amazing game if they would just be okay with being more survival. But that's just me. Who am I? Right. Ubisoft is doing the thing they're known for. All right. But I think we are done with the gaming news. Oh my god, it's already 4. Goddamn. Goddamn. Let's play some Warhammer. Before we do this, let me take a super quick bio break. Right. I will also put some lights on because, well, as you can see here, I'm sitting in the dark apparently. And then we'll be back in just like 2 minutes. See you then. I am back, and also I didn't put the lights on. If you're like, what the hell? What was that? Yeah, apparently, one quick note: E3 is dead. Wait. That's better. Full screen. That's what I wanted. Yeah. After more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. I mean, E3 has been technically dead for years because everyone just realized they can do their own shit. It seems like June still stays like the way it is, but since Nintendo and Sony realize they can just do whatever they want, right? And that has been before COVID and all that. It's just like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, I think it's also better. I think it's better for the whole industry because it always set expectations for the second year or for the second half of the year. And sometimes people had to bring up like E3 material. Like we had developers who were like, yeah, okay, it's January. I'm now planning the demo for E3. And sometimes you didn't even know if the game will still be the same a year later down the line or something like that. Like, as much as I enjoyed this package you got, right? You had like it started out with most of the time with Xbox. Then we had Ubisoft. Then we had PlayStation. And then we had Nintendo on multiple different days, or sometimes on the same day, and something like that. And then in between some smaller ones. And there was always this, yeah, okay, cool package, especially for content creators. And yes, I also mean journalists with that. And that's fine. But I will be honest, I felt sometimes so much forced. But yeah, yeah, especially the last 3 years. I think the last 3 years have just speeded up. Um, I think it speeded up just the state E3 was in. Oh yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. I can I can only see how Jeff will post like, yeah, you know, so the Summer Game Fest is still there. I was like, oh, Jeff, Jeff, don't do it. Don't do it, Jeff. You know, I don't need. I don't wanna. I don't even want to click on that. I would not. Nope. I would not do it. Apparently, there's a hashtag trending on Twitter which is literally snoo snoo, and I'm like, nope, not clicking on that. Not on stream. That's too dangerous. That's like asking for it. I will not click on that. And damn it. Yeah, that's asking for whatever is there. God. I'm trying to really get Blue Sky going more and more. Because let's be honest here, like, Twitter is just unbearable on so many levels, man. Like, that whole thing is just became unbearable so much more. Like, it's it's kind of then people are like, yeah, well, then just, you know, delete it. Dude, I said it before and I will say it again. I'm on Twitter for one thing and one thing alone. It's not even that I'm posting my streams there. Nobody cares for that anyways. But it is an amazing place to reach out to somebody for content creation. Like, it's an amazing game for that alone. Amazing game, an amazing platform. Like, just reaching out to a content creation manager, a PR person, just DMing them and be like, yo, are you the person I'm looking for? It is so good. I hate that it is that, but it is so important. Like, seriously. And I cannot even send DMs on Blue Sky, so that is not even a question. Right. So, yeah. But hey, if Twitter dies in a year or two, I will not be surprised. And I will not cry about it. So, you know. All right. Let's do this, shall we? Yes. Hello, and welcome to our Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Chaos playthrough. Yes, we are playing the Chaos. We are going down the path to ruin and follow the Dark Gods. Now, with that said, I want to make a few things clear before we are jumping into this. First things first, I said this before to my community on stream, and I want to say it again here for YouTube. I'm not promising you a full playthrough. I know this is already a pretty bad criteria for a lot of people, but I cannot promise you that because this game is long. It's over 100 hours long, and maybe even 200. And I have so many other things going on, right? I'm also playing this with some friends, a multiplayer. So again, I'm not really sure if I will make it. We will see how far we are getting along, how many people are also interested in this. I think that's also a pretty big criteria. And we will just have our fun with it. But I want to make this very clear to set expectations. Now, with that said, I've played the alpha when it came out. And then I didn't play it since. So a lot of things have changed. I know nothing about it anymore. That has also been nearly, I think, 2 years at this point. So, yeah. Let's just jump into it. And yes, we are playing on normal. I know there are some people who are playing it on daring or hard or unfair. By the way, I'm playing it daring with my friends online. But because we can take our time, and it doesn't matter how many months we need to finish this game in our free time. So that's fine. But we would just keep it to normal. I know that this is the tabletop if you're familiar with the Warhammer Rogue Trader system. I'm not. So let's go with normal. And let's create a custom character. So, let's do female. The problem is I don't really know. Let's choose a class and all that first before we are going with the portrait. So, homeworld, that's also something I want to do after the class choice, aka the origin. So what is what? Navy officer. Agility, fellowship, commerce, demolition. Scatter, get off me, do not falter, perfect timing. Ooh, maybe Ministorum priest? Yeah. Like a we have the Astra Militarum commander, the commissar. I think I would go with Ministorum priest. I think it would be especially funny to like fall to the dark side of things. Right, to go down the path of ruin. So what are you scaling with? Warhim grants momentum. The ability also grants additional WP bonus. What is WP? What is a WP? Willpower. Ah, that makes sense. Around the priest to hit by the priest this turn. Okay, so this is a character which is working with willpower quite a bit. Litany of purification. Litany of hatred. Yeah, it's all willpower. Okay, so this is a willpower character. I think we are going with this. Okay, so let's choose the world. What is giving me willpower? Voidborn. I need strength if I want to go a little bit melee, which I do intend. Ooh, Forge World. Toughness is not bad. Imperial World. Oh, you can choose a 10+ bonus on basically everything. Doing my part. Character pie. Okay. No heresy. Oh, however, Imperial World characters' Law of Xenos and Law of Warp are always 0. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's probably not good. Oh, this one could be good. Never stop shooting. Hail of Steel. Spam magazine. I'm losing intelligence and fellowship. That's not too bad. I'm thinking about going with a death world, actually. But all the gain of maximum wounds and temporary wounds. Ooh, that's not bad. Trusty weapon. Brutal hunter. Wounded beast. Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks actually pretty good. Yeah, I think a death world would be a pretty good start. Appearance. Now, I need something which looks fanatic. Okay, that's not fanatic. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, that's also pretty good. That's also pretty good. Okay, I see. Two decisions. Imperial Priest. No, Death World. Death World. Not Hive World. Also, why not? Priests can also be on the Hive World. What? I don't really understand the point here. Like, why not? You know what a Hive World is, right? Like, I don't really see the problem with that. Can I remove the helmet for a second, please? Thank you. Tyranids? No. 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 Hive worlds are where you literally have billions and billions of people, mostly where you have the macropoles, the big cities, which are sometimes which are spanning the whole planet. There it is. Yep, that's a Hive world. The macropoles. It's just like a lot of people know. It has nothing to do with Tyranids. No. That's fine. By the way, folks, if you have questions about Warhammer 40K, I am pretty good informed, I would say. Like, here's the thing. To know everything and anything about Warhammer 40K is an undertaking. So, and things are in the flux. Like, things are changing. But if you have any questions, shoot. I will try to answer them to my best to my abilities. Like, again, I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to Warhammer 40K. I'm actually reading a book right now, The Dark Imperium. It's like I have to get updated on especially some of the newer lore aspects. I know people will be like, "What? The Dark Imperium was 2 years ago, Mole." Yeah. I believe me, I'm going with the program. I'm trying to be quick about it. It's not as takes a bit. Yeah, if people have any questions about Warhammer 40K, shoot. Ooh, we can get the chaos thingy. Ooh, I like that. That you can actually have that on your arm is like kind of what? Augmentations. Ooh. Ooh. Definitely, let's go with some augmentations here. That looks pretty good.
Fire the lance batteries!
Power resides in the will of the righteous!
Okay.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Empyrean, take this sacrifice. Step by step I lead. Applaud my brilliance. Gaze upon the powers of the veil. Your existence is naught but ashes. Behold as I slay them in my devotion.
I always keep my options open.
I am but a harbinger of the destruction. The higher will has guided us to triumph.
I actually like the Pious one. I think we're going with Pious here. Yeah. What is my triumph? Ooh. Lore. Imperium. Lore Warp. Let's go with that. Athletics. Yeah. Darkest Hour. Oh. Medicae? I might be a priest, but I'm more like a... Like, not a healer priest. Yeah. Archetype. Oh boy. So, depending on what we are choosing here, we can then later on go down those archetypes. Arch-Militant makes probably sense. What do I need for that? Soldier? Warrior? Yeah, soldier or warrior. What does the warrior have? Charge, endure. So that's more like a... Like a tank? Yeah. Taunting. No, I don't want to do taunt. Soldier. What is the soldier doing? Revel in the slaughter. Firearm mastery. Oh, the soldier is more. Yeah, the soldier is focusing more on the range, which I don't really want to do. I want to do like a good mix. So maybe we have to go warrior? Let me see. Enduring, daring, preach. I mean, we don't have to use the shout, so it doesn't really matter too much. Lots of the stuff you have to choose. Breakthrough. Yeah, I think that's fine. Enrage. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, let's go with warrior. Yeah, let's go warrior. What is the Arch-Militant doing? The Arch-Militant is doing both, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Agility, ballistic, strength, toughness, weapon skill. Oh, wait a minute. Agility and strength. Wait, they are not going willpower? Who's going willpower? Officers? Oh, officers. Oh, interesting. That's really interesting because the Arch-Militant, okay. Lore-wise, I didn't really necessarily expect that, but okay. And then you have to go Vanguard. What's Vanguard doing? I thought... Unyielding Guard. Follow my lead. Bulwark. Defense. Yeah, this is actually like the tank. I don't want that. So what else do we have? Master Tactician. Press the advantage. Last volley. Oh. Agility, fellowship, ballistic skills, willpower. Yeah, they go on willpower. Interesting. Oh. My bad. What is Grand Strategist? What are you focusing on? Fellowship, willpower, intelligence, and perception. So, wait. Let me see the whole thing. Okay. Ha. Dueling mastery. Chain weapon expert. That's also not too bad. Okay, so it seems like we are starting with the officer. And then we will see where we are going afterwards. Okay, let's start with the officer here. Wait, what is my darkest hour? Oh yeah, Shadow of Torment. Right. Oh boy, characteristics. So let's put 2 points in here. Bada boom. 2 points in here. And strength? Ballistic is fine. Let's do toughness. Yeah, we are more melee fighter. Yo, Musi, how are you doing? My void ship. Well, we're using the Firestorm class, and we're calling it the Siege. Yes. I mean, yes. Or Falchion? We go with that. Right, right. So bada boom. I think I'm okay with this. Last famous words. Death World. Yes. Ministorum Priest. Yes. Feet of Greatness. Shadow of Torment. War Hymn. Voice of Command. We're an officer. We have some good willpower. And let's go. Hey, that only took us 20 minutes. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Well, let's go. So skulls, man. There's only one thing worse, and that's the, what is that, Cherubians. Ugh.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, it is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? Oh yeah, it's be a douche here.
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Oh yeah, as I said, we are completely heretic. Like, we are just waiting for, like, taking whatever weapon I have and ram it into your bag or bowels or something like that. Like, this thing is already, like, going down south starting here. Like, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that you have been smashing Lethal Company. Apparently the newest patch is a riot, which I haven't seen yet, anything. So, yeah, I hope we can play some Lethal Company soon. Hope we can get the people together. You seem to attach much importance to words. Well, I have a fondness for names. No, I'm not. I don't. I forget. I forget names. I merely criticize the talentless architect of this place, nothing more.
I understand, but the particularities of my craft have made me a perceptive individual, capable of seeing through to the root of things. Unlike millions of his devout servants. Trust me, your words could easily be interpreted a different way, especially by one inclined to do so.
Inquisition. What?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Yeah, for everyone wondering, what is a Rogue Trader? So, TLDR of a Rogue Trader. Rogue Traders are a lot of things. They can be diplomats, they can be conquerors, they can be merchants, right? They can be a lot of things. The really important part is that they are mostly working outside of the structure of the Imperium. And I say mostly as much as you can work outside of the structure of the Imperium, right? There are limits, especially heresy. But rogue traders are in the unique position that there are not a lot of people which would be above them in ranking, and their only mission, or their only rules, so to speak, and I keep this simple here because there are a lot of stipulations and whatnot, but their only rule is foster the power of mankind and the Empire. How you do that? Well, it's up to you. If you're working with Xenos, with aliens, right? If you have to take some sometimes questionable paths to do so, who's going to stop you? You're a rogue trader, right? And a lot of the rogue traders got their deeds from the Emperor directly. Tens of thousands of years ago sometimes, right? And it is only the Emperor who could revoke those privileges most of the time, right? So that's basically what a rogue trader is. A rogue trader is an relative independent power inside the power structures of the Imperium of mankind. And you have a lot of freedoms which you normally would not have in the Imperium. I am the venerable Archdeacon Zudia.
My regards, your reverence. Judging by the beginning of our conversation, you have rather interesting views on the deeds of the Adeptus Ministorum. You are an individual of extraordinary talent to have retained your rank this long. Or perhaps Providence itself has shown you favor.
Yeah, the Adeptus Ministerum is the religious body of the Imperium, also known as the Ecclesiarchy, which venerates and promotes the worship of the Emperor of Mankind. They're basically the mad fanatics. There are some interesting stories about the Ministerum, but they're not all liked in the Imperium. But they have a lot of power. And they're definitely one of the quote-unquote newer factions, which were basically established after the fall of the Emperor. Well, sorry, the ascension of the Emperor. to stick with the lore. The ascension of the Emperor to being a god. Well, so they believe. And for everyone, who's the Emperor? Big E. We just call him Big E. The only thing you have to know is that he is basically has been leading mankind for tens of thousands of years and has been around for as long. And he is not available right now. Yeah, he has been not available for tens of thousands of years at this point. He is bound to the Golden Throne on Terra. And he has to stay there for a lot of reasons. And he cannot really do anything. He cannot talk. And he does a few things because he is like a super psyker. Like he has psychic abilities beyond measure. But he's bound to the Golden Throne without a lot of abilities to intervene and to interfere in what is happening in the Imperium. But he is still be seen as the master of mankind, and he is still seen as a lot of people in the Imperium as a god. Even though he doesn't see himself as a god. Which is, again, there is this... The dude itself has been doing a lot of science stuff. He even abhors religion. He tried humanity to get them away from religion and all that. And now after he got deadly wounded and all that, is being revered as a god, and a lot of people are just completely in this religion for the Emperor. So his biggest nightmare is now a reality in his own Imperium. It's relatively interesting.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed.
Oh?
You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius. You carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Huh. I assume you had some gold in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let's address this. Yeah, and for everyone who is pretty knee-deep in the Warhammer 40K lore and is like, Mole, you forget something. I know. But if I would now start to go into detail about every single thing which is coming up here, I'm sitting here for the next 3 hours just talking about the Emperor and the small little details on the Empire and how it works. Like, this is the reason why a lot of people have problems getting into the Warhammer 40K lore, because there is so much and it would literally take you years to get an understanding about it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Okay.
The Lord's captain and Master Ethelthred von Valentius are conversing on the observation platform.
Huh?
Let us join them there.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Yeah, let the faith guide my path. Okay, so we have a stub revolver. Oh, great. Warhammer and the voice of command. Interactable objects. Okay. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value aboard a void ship. I mean, yeah, trees are not growing like on a ship, right? A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348 volume of the Lex Imperialis, the Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Yes, we shall. Let's open the door.
One of the von Valentius trophy rooms.
Hey, Limeras!
To your audience with the Lord Captain.
That's the name of the tank.
What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
That's not good.
Our foes shall be crushed beneath our unyielding might.
Also, let me have a look at my options here very quickly. Sound. Let's see if we can lower the screaming a little bit and the shooting. So that. Yeah, besides that, I have cranked up everything. For everyone wondering, we are on 4040p. I'm not using FSR because... oh yeah? Oh, the film grain. Ew, why is that still on? Anything else I missed? Depth of field. Ew! Ew! Okay. Yes. Oh, that's much better. Ooh. Okay, so we have one character. Start a battle, I assume. Yeah, servitors do not malfunction that easily. Oh, he's dead though. Oh, she's dead though. Yikes. Movement and combat. Okay. Pretty much turn-based. Movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. Okay. So we have movement points and we have action points. And I assume that an attack is ending my round? Let's see. We have still... Let's use half of our movement points. So we still would have 3 movement points. Right? Let's try it. Ah, certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions and can only be used once per turn. Unless affected. If the character performs an attack action, they will not be able to attack again and will lose the remaining movement points until the start of the next turn. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. I can work with that. Nice. Let's face it. Nice. Oh, you were dead. Well. That sucks.
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Nice.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident.
Yeah, right?
Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
I don't know how, but sure, I mean, you're the master of whispers here, so... You know. Oh, well! Guardsman, as always, too late to the party here. Sorry, not Guardsman. You're probably deck guards.
Here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay, we can now use the map. No loot? The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force. So somebody tampered with it. It's a tarantula, yeah. And this is the last gun configuration. Yeah.
We are bound by the blood
Hello
of
there,
martyrs.
Leman Russ. The Leman Russ battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor. The first to... Damn it! The first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Water's Tune. Ooh. Huh?
The divine watches over us.
What is that? Ooh, wait a minute, we can look at that? A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. Hey, look at that, the black soulstone. So, Diablo? A black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. Yup, it's Diablo.
With each step, I forge my destiny.
A massive golden armor gun. Okay. The stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but the surface shimmers and changes hue, as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea within the rock. That's cool. A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted. Okay. Let's move. Yeah, deck enforcer. Yeah. Not Imperial Guard. Now, people would argue same thing. They're basically wearing like the same equipment, but you know. Damn, that's a lot of people. So I assume I'm going this way.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I have... Oh. Well, that answers my question. Hello there. Whoa, who are you, lady? That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be a political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation, no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What would you do with Iron v. Edelthred? So the room. The first impression of Edelthred, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all a sign of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Is he a psyker? In stark contrast to Edelthred, Theodora von Valancius' features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthred. Who knows how old she is? Probably a few hundred years old at this point. Rejuvenation. Lots of people have to die for that. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of the status slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and belt tricks containing all manners of weapons. Our second candidate has joined us. Sudhir, approach and give me your answer. Oh shit. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6, a new world on the fringes of the Cronus Expanse, high seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, giggity, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of Rancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for a second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with the poisoned treasure? Must be purged for the good of the Imperium. I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and otherworldly powers that rule the native. Lore warp. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Iron 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. Let's do that. Theodora smirks. Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years, yet to speak of several. Oh, yeah, I mean, psykers are not necessarily growing on trees, huh? Elfred looks at you with the warmth of a snake. Sanctioned psykers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you, Sudhir, suggest that we use heretics who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants. I get a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Ethelthred. Yeah, this is pretty good. The color drains from Ethelthred's face, which distorts his features further. Insolent, ignorant upstart, how dare you! Ethelthred, Theodora's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I forgot the time. Yeah, right. Dig. Get lost. He will be the first I will sacrifice for dark gods. So, Sudhir, why are you here? I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that. Theodora smiles wearily. Clarity. A luxury that a few of us can afford. There's a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valencius, Massimo af Scarus. I'm a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade. Yeah, that's the document, right, which I mentioned earlier. kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where power, wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. That's the thing I want to do. Hey, Sakura, good morning to you. Yeah, death and ruin to us all. Huh. It's my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever find past the bounds of the explored world. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortune that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Sudia, are one of those with the von Valencia's blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance with the hour comes. When the hour comes. How are you doing, Sakura? Good morning to you. Yeah, we just started. We finished character creation and we just... This is like 10 minutes in. I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. Oh, we are in the warp. I didn't know we are in the warp jump. Okay. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the rogue trader. Oh. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of the warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of the closest ally. Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Voigtvier served me for many years before he made his mistake. Did I hear you correctly? The Master Whisper is related to you? His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name of Valencius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvier's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be at least. Ah. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Navigator? Translation? What are these things you speak of? What? Yeah. What? Okay, this is for people who don't know. So they basically have a dude sitting on the throne, similar to what the Emperor does, and guide ships through the warp, because for people who don't know, like, the warp is the immaterium in this game, and they're using it to fast travel from A to B. And you might think, yeah, cool, okay, that's easy, right? Yeah, the problem is just that the warp is literally hell. It's the realm of the demons. So they are using the realm of the demons to go fast from A to B. And the demons, they don't like that. Now, of course, they have like a protection, like a gel thingy, which is around the ship, which protects them from the warp. But still, very powerful demons or heretics can still interfere with a ship in the warp. And basically the navigator and other people on the ship make sure, or supposed to make sure, that that doesn't happen. Right. But traveling through the warp is not great. It ain't great. I have no more questions. Yeah. In that case, I shall head to Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal. If the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chances to prove your worth might present yourself sooner than you might have anticipated. Oh! Well! Heretics! Brothers and sisters! So far so good? Ah, it's fantastic to hear.
I am but a faithful herald of the righteous wrath!
Initiative. All combatants act in turns, and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of the turns is displayed on the left side of the screen. Okay, can we like see what the initiative roll was? Deck Enforcer dies. Okay. No. It's the dialogue. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't see what the initiative roll was. I would have loved to see that. Oh. Well, that's quite a bit of enemies, I guess. Okay, let's do this. Show me what you got. Go, Abelard.
Reduced to dust.
Oh.
I took care of this one.
Oh, that's what he does. Mort. I think he has a meltdown. Dodge that bullet. Okay, let's go into cover. I still have only my pistol.
Lest
Okay.
my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
Let's shoot the dude who
And
shot at
so
me.
shall it be done. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
That's a bit critical hit. Nice. Yeah, he has a melter. He has a melter. Not a flamer. Flamer is more flamethrower. And melter is more, well, that thing. Yeah, I don't want to use my abilities, I think.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
There we go. You have to move the camera a bit. Oh!
Reduced to dust.
She has a plasma pistol. Unfortunately, she didn't... Damn. Yeah, there's a melter.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, you have a plasma pistol and you missed, girl. We have to talk. I can shoot my own people. This dude. 34%. Oh, that's...
Step towards our ultimate victory.
Oh, I think this is the tutorial. Yeah, 34%. That's a... That I actually hit that is kind of... What? Get wrecked.
Reduced to dust. One fewer target.
Damn, man. GG. Nice. Oh. Guardsman. Always too late for the party. Mod. Take a team with you and clear the path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse-son survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, Not bad. I've seen many officers who panicked at the sight of the combat in the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Yeah, the incident with the rampaging servitors might be connected to what is transpiring now. Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What are your orders? Maud has gone ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it. Sure. Do we get loot? Any looters in here? Hello? No? No, apparently we don't get loot. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, glad that you're doing well, Sakura. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, we are priest-ish.
We shall reclaim what is
Let's
rightfully ours.
continue for chaos, for the ruinous powers. This way? I think he did go this way, right? Whoa.
Know your duty.
Damn. Get wrecked, son. Hey, it's the Lord of Whispers. Nice. Could not Voigtveer lets you a sigh of release upon seeing you. Thank Providence. You're all alive and well. I was on time, eh, Conrad? Conrad? The moment we finished chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. It was just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Conrad pointedly looks away from the Arch-Militant to you. Maud, pull yourself together. Oh no. Oh no. See the traitor. What did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away. Oh, wait, did I? Oh, no, there she is. Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent, the Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my Arch-Militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Jella field failures. Yeah, that's the thing which is protecting from the warp. But communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast, and I'm receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower base are on one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here in the warp? A mutiny against the Emperor's anointed? Execute the traitors, every last one of them. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and have the means to do both things at once. Ooh. Edelfred, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psycho aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Oh, he is a psycho. So was right. Yeah. I mean, he had some, like, what psychos can have, right? Like, if you are, so for everyone, what's a psyker? Basically mages. If you were into fantasy, they're basically mages. The problem is they are drawing their powers from the warp, so they are tapping into hell to utilize their powers, and they're definitely getting noticed when they do so. Yeah. So it's not great for them. And sometimes not great for the people around them to be completely honest. So, yeah. They are feared, but they are also a pretty good tool in destroying the enemy of mankind. But again, they're more like a hand grenade, where the pin has been removed entirely and you never know when it explodes. You hope it will explode when it hits the enemy, or if you're unlucky, well, you're around it when it happens. So, you know. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about this movement is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. Blast it! Master whispers. Find Ethelthred immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Oh. Both are to remain at my side. Archmilitant with me. I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Sudia? If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelthred back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Archmilitant, and taking into consideration Ethelthred's psychic powers. Oh, what the? Why am I sometimes... Am I clicking too fast? What is this? Oh, then it's settled. Sudia, find Ethelthred and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to the restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? I hear and obey, Lord Captain. Then move out. Mort, come. Yeah, I sometimes have the feeling I maybe clicked too fast. I don't know if I clicked too fast or if it was something else. Alright, let's do this. I'm ready to head to 18. It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. I shall make do. Lead the way. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as you of her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. Oh boy, here it comes! With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Oh, goody! I got stabbed. I promised you a special destiny, Zulia. It is time to fulfill it. I knew it. I knew it. Basically, when something is going on your ship, and your spy master is literally like, what? What do you mean something is happening? What? Heretics on the ship? What? That's like, yeah, that's your job, dude. Also, I realize... Ow! Hey, I'm not dead. Well, that's...
Careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Oh, so... Also, give me a second here. He wants to steal the warrant, I assume? And... there we go. Look for you two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
You?
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, Beyond those gates lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade.
Yep.
Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Wait, yeah, why can't you not do this? What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. Refuse to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Will you let me join you? We can take the warrant from Theodora together.
I may consider it, once you've done what I need you to do.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my masters sent me for. The Warrant of Trade.
Oh. So you have somebody who is telling you to take this. I have no intentions of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
Enough threats. I will complain to your demands.
There's a good girl. Then go to the Sentinel at the gates of the Warren Chamber and fulfill your destiny. I had hoped to feed Edelthrad to the machine. He is the one who caught Theodora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
I do have a feeling he doesn't need me after that anymore. Oh, examine the device. You carefully inspect... Oh, 20 XP. Inspect the design of the gate calculator. Any type of digital computer. Nice. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of architect. Oh. So this is basically from the Dark Age? Huh. The servitor on the gate begins to move. Place your hand in the Sentinel's maw? Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if we were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this has ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice, is coming from, cracking like static. Is it the Sentinel? The Cogitator? Is it the figment in your very mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh. Oh. Well, get wrecked, son. Yeah. Nah.
Well, there is still another way.
Yeah, that doesn't... Well, they are cooked. So... medium heretic who ordered that and a big Coke. I have some. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Man, that's a big warrant of trade, huh? Holy shit. Let's read it. Let it be known that by my will and the true words of the document I appoint this person to the bearer of warrant of trade, a paragon of humanity, and working by advisory, first into darkness to reunite claim, hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through pain of greatness. In the name of the Emperor, you are no rogue trader. Congratulations.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Oh! So he was... Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Lead me away from here?
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Ha. Okay. So we have to leave and close the door? Oh, there we go.
Mistress? What?
Hey!
What are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Kunrad is a traitor.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of the plan. He is clearly serving the unholy gods of the warp.
Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic.
Yep.
Oh, Voidfear, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt.
Yep. He admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But
nope.
Now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe, mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Ah, man! And this is actually what I wanted to do. I just wanted to sit in a chamber and waiting for somebody somehow miraculously to save me.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit.
Oh.
And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Hey, a stub revolver, a sword, an armored body glove, and medikit. Oh, okay. Cool. You've played through the beta. Yeah, I haven't played the beta, right? So, yeah. Wait. Why can I not... No cargo. Oh, I don't want to go into cargo. I want to... Ah! So I can equip this, right? Yeah! It's coming down here.
I cannot comply.
Oh! So I have to give it to him. Ah, you can utilize it. Okay, what is the... Oh! Well, I know how a weapon works. Weird. Old injury. Duration permanent. An injury that wasn't healed in time. Oh, okay. So...
Look no further. This wound will make a... That is a noticeable improvement.
Okay.
Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost.
Okay.
So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Oh, good. Well, that's certainly not a problem.
But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control.
That would be
We
bad.
must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What exactly has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered.
Oh,
Perhaps the navigator
that would be
struck
really
by this
bad.
corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak.
that would be even worse. Yeah, getting lost in the warp, which happens frighteningly often. Well, not too often, but it happens in the Warhammer universe. It's not a pleasant thing. Yeah, like you're literally trapped in hell, and you have no clue where you're getting out, how many time has passed, and more importantly, what happened to you. What happened most of the time is that everyone dies. What will happen most of the time if you were getting lost in the void, if you were getting lost in the warp. So yeah, and if you were getting out, well,
If we get thrown off course,
probably not a good thing.
We will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Either way.
Come.
Awesome. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor. Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all our might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid.
Huh?
While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
I will.
The blessings of the divine grant us the courage and strength.
Are you ready to die?
Oh my god, he didn't fix the injure. Are you shitting me? I have to do that after the battle. That is so... Oh, okay. So we can set up our character. Albert, how about you standing there? And I'm going over there. Oh! Yeah, that was not a good idea. Okay. Charge? Charge is not an ability, right? So if I'm charging...
I will do like you.
Well, it is an ability, but not an attack. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, it is. Ah, shoot. Brace. Nice. Okay, I should have read that properly. Also, I did roll horribly. Cleave, strike. Well, I could shoot. Oh my god. I could shoot them all. I could shoot them all, chat. Let's shoot them all, shall we?
Your corrupt way has failed.
Damn. I mean, that was pretty good. What is this? Voice of command. Oh, characteristics by +9. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, please line up.
Just a minor setback.
Please line up. Ow! Friendly fire? What? I can hit them all?
The more the better.
Look at that! They're all dead. And now charge?
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Nice. So you can charge after the normal attack. That's interesting. I think they're dead. Collect all. A last pistol. Is it better than my stub revolver? Okay, let me see. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Will make me forget his sacred words.
7-2. Okay, that is. Yeah.
Kill the mutant. Purge the unclean.
I don't what? I don't know what? Also, yeah, why did you not hear me?
Let's patch you up.
Your aid will not be forgotten.
Okay, now that worked.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Wait. Okay, so we can put a point in here and we can choose an available skill. Persuasion, commerce, coercion, carouse, or the lore. Fellowship. I'm shit at fellowship. I'm really bad at fellowship. Abelard has already 35. He has 40. So... Wow, he has 50. Man, he is so much better than me. Let's do Law Imperium, I assume. Because... Screw me. Okay, what does he has? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point anymore. What is he good at? Coercion? Athletics. I'm already good at that. Ooh. Let's do carouse. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, Medicaid. Oh, wait. Maybe I'll find somebody who is better at that. We'll find out. I don't even know if I'm keeping the dude when we are done here with the tutorial. So, you know, whatever. Oh, Navigator's Sanctum. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's not good.
Navigator's Sanctum is directly along the passageway. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
That's some warp manifestation. Oh, who are you? Oh, that explains why.
And
So she will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Yes!
Mistress, watch your head.
What?
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Ow.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
Heretic!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Falensas. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the war.
That's not good.
Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
That is also not good.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Sure.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
That's unfortunate.
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without...
Oh, you're right, he's also Psyker. I completely forgot about that.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Let's do this.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
No?
Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests that the navigator
I think she's going
maybe
crazy.
one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Okay. I mean, this is certainly not normal. So, yeah. Let's do that. I will be back in like a minute. I will be quick about it. Alright, I'm back. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, by the way, folks, if you want to know my thoughts on the whole the day before thing, watch the beginning of the stream. We had a pretty long talk about it. So for anyone who is interested. Oh. Also, oh. That's not good. Oh, a heretic psycho. Well, he has to die first. Oh, great. She was too far behind. Well, that sucks. I wanted to put her here if possible. Apparently that's not happening. Oh, I can go behind cover. Well, that's good. Abelard. Yeah, you go for the Psycho immediately. Let's do this. She's a Psycho and an Operative. Okay, she can walk here.
I know what is to come.
What do you have? Forewarning, the Psycho increases the target's dodge and parry by 10%. Ooh. Psychic Shriek. Okay, this is a single target damage. Analyze the enemy. What is that? Oh, a lightning art. Oh, nice. Oh, but it creates like quite a bit of like veil degradation. When the Psycho reaches deeper into the warp, to the power their abilities, there's always a chance of the Imperium bleeding into our reality, a factor that is invariably destructive and damaging. At the beginning of combat, veil degradation usually starts at 0, well, it doesn't here. Veil degradation increases by 1 for each use of a minor psychic power and by 3 for each use of a major psychic power. It decreases by 1 each round. Oh, so what is this? Major? How do I know what this is? Oh, this is a major. Oh, I have to be careful. Let's kill those two. He gets zapped. This is bad, right? Normal state. Veil degradation is 14 or less. Chance to trip psychic phenomena. Okay. While degradation is 15 or higher. Quadruples make about trigger perils of the warp. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So basically, shit can happen when you go over 15 too much. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, he's running. Well, you shouldn't have run, buddy.
At your beck and call. Once you a target.
Yep. That was a mistake. Unfortunately, I cannot move. I thought I wouldn't kill him in one go. Pew pew.
I will not be deterred.
Oh. Well. No pew pew, because pew pew missed. Nice, 0 damage. Do you not have a weapon? No, you only have your staff, right? Eh. You know what? Let's do...
But of course.
Weaken him. And let's give me
Will do.
Oh, that doesn't cost me? Interesting. Can I still move? I could. Can I attack from here? I could. I did. And damn, that stuff hurts. Hey, dude. The creature in the chairs appears that it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead. I believe Master Vespidas still lives. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive. Hey, are you alive? Pointed look. Master Vespidas. The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head, and half opens his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closest lid of the third eye down his face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Yeah, getting him out of the chair is a bad idea. Our time is short to do what? Suddenly, the navigator body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as the bones crack and its skin tears open. However, a fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impestices. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can. His lair remains slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. It came from beyond. His body is not his. Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with the myriads of words and meanings. Each one is a potent of salvation within me. Well, good. His third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is a purplish swelling around the eye. Run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman help. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? A ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelfrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the Silver Skull relayed to us earlier. Vespidas, good luck. And thank you. Yeah, he's dead. He's basically dead. Yeah. Yeah, navigators and all that.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Like even on a good day, don't want to do their job. It's pretty screwed up. It's kind of interesting from a lore perspective. They hate the mutants, right? They hate them. But they also need them. No matter what. But they don't really care too much. It's like, man, the Imperium is a mess. Like, they completely abhor the mutants. But they're basically like the next step in the evolution of humanity. Plus, they need them to do even like warp traveling or communication over long distances, or even for work-related stuff. Like, they absolutely need the mutants, but they all hate them so much. It's like, how can you be dependent on the mutants so much? But also, you kill them every opportunity you get, and you don't give a shit about them. So, yeah. You're just hurting yourself the whole time. You can do it, man! You can not do it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was believing in him. Well, certainly for you too. Oh, hi, Sister of Battle. Nope. You're dead. Yep.
I told you he would protect us.
My god, my light, my emperor.
The sister's fucking shit up. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. Oh, well, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, she's a sister of battle. Technically female Space Marines, because Space Marines are only male, and they wanted to have like a female version in there. They're not Space Marines though. They're not augmented, right? Like, Space Marines are augmented beyond humanity with their gene and with the technology they're using. The Sisters of Battle are not. But with that said, they have their faith. And the Sisterhood has been seen to literally invoking miracles on the battlefield. They're basically like priests / paladins. Where the Space Marines are over-engineered soldiers. They are literally like the counterpoint with godly powers. And they're all a little bit crazy. But don't say that too loud.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Zudia from Valencias, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by smears of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Yeah, the story on how the Sisterhood came to be is kind of crazy and really, really interesting. There's a whole story dedicated to them. It's pretty good.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Do not even think to insinuate that I am one of the traitors. I will not let such an affront slide.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy.
Or a heretic which was caught, but sure.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adepta Sororitas? That's the other name, but Sister of Battles is... Look. I forgot that they are sometimes called the Adepta Sororitas often enough. Because the words are just like... What was it? That's Sister of Battles. It's so much easy. But that's the other name they have.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Interesting, though. I'm curious what the sister does here. So she is basically also working for the church.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Ish. They are the arm, the military arm of the ecclesiarchy, of the church, but they are also their warden. So they're basically both. It's kind of interesting how that works. We must go
through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright, so... Oh, cool. So we're just going back? No. Where are we going? Oh, through here? Nope.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Here? Oh, goods. Oh, good. Get it? Goods, good. Haha. Okay, got another weapon. Can we leave now? No. Where do we have to go? Can I go here?
The Divine watches over us.
Or did I miss anything? Oh, maybe now we can leave? No, there's no door here. What am I missing?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Yarr! You know what would be great? If there is like a... let me see. Where you can highlight stuff? Tab. That's what I wanted. Oh! Wait, why can't I open the door now? What the hell? Weird. Odd.
My soul is ablaze with righteous fury!
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Let's go here. My character is weird, I just realized that. Saka here, and our girl. She is a range fighter nonetheless. Let's see how she works. Jinta is a warrior of the Adeptor Sororitas and a soldier. Oh. Okay. So she is running a lot. Let's blast those fools. Did you... What? Oh, come on, girl. Come. Why are you such a shitty shot? It's impossible. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, can you zip-zap them? Ooh, all three of them I could hit and kill.
Was it you?
He survived. Let's give him protection. Awesome. And before we continue this, give me just another minute here. I will be as quickly back as possible. Like, it really just takes a minute. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption here. Preparing my food. So I can just... We have to end on time, unfortunately, today. I still have to do some videos. So, yeah. Sorry for all of that. Let's... Oh god, who do I want to kill? This dude. He dead. Charge? Oh, I cannot charge him. Can he attack when I charge? Oh, he gets an attack of opportunity when I charge. Okay. Oh boy. I think they got reinforcements. Yeah, that's not mine. Can brace for impact. Nah, you are not hitting me behind cover. Nope. Alrighty. Let's shoot him in the back.
The Emperor commands.
Yeah. Or in the leg. In the leg. Yes. He doesn't need the legs. I mean, who does, right? This doesn't really count as cover, does it? Oh, he is running. Oh, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Yes, please, come together. Ooh, I would hit him. Ah, that's not good. 49?
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Good girl. But still, you are not a good shot. Weird. I'm a bit weirded out. Oh, they are standing perfectly. Zip zap. Yeah, that is couldn't stand any better. So if I'm walking here,
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done.
Swoosh! And now I can still charge this dude, right? Oh, I can't. Oh my god, he is exactly at the range limit. Well. Okay. Okay. What is my range? Oh, that is certainly not my range. Ooh. I'm not as... My movability is not as great.
Rejoice in service.
Ah, of course. Why am I even trying?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Let me guess, I don't get a shot here. Nope. Oh, there's another one.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. Anything else?
Sploosh! Nice. Can I charge him? No, but I think I can walk and then charge him, right? Yeah, I can. Damn, the range you have as a melee fighter, like pure melee fighter, is insane with the charge. He literally just run from here to here. That's like... Wow. That's impressive. Amazing. But impressive. I don't even know if they're worth anything. Oh! Loot! What is that? Ah. Interesting.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh! We can open something here. Oh, a check? Logic.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Clickable tech used skill test. Oh. Well. Okay. Ooh, is that a weapon chamber? I think that's a weapon chamber. I'm happy about that. What is that? Oh. Plus D. Okay. Melter charges. Ooh. Operator gloves. Do we have somebody who's using tech? Who is good in tech? 30, 30, 30, 25. Okay. Not me. Then you are now our tech user. Congratulations, girl. You are now a tech user. Yeah, I am not tech. You know, I kick the computer or the servitor if it doesn't work. That's more or less my thing. Yup. That's my thing, you know. Oh, we need a demolition. Well, glad that I already have something here.
I better myself with my service.
Alright, that opened. I'm home! This way? I assume this way. Leveling up. Oh, well, no, not leveling up. Sure. Oh god. Wait, what? Rank up. What am I ranking up now? This one? That's weird. I cannot... What? This is the next one, right? Yeah, if... Okay, endure. I cannot... Weird.
Know your duty.
Maybe we have... Oh, okay, maybe we have to do this. What the shit? Who is that? The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smokes makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat. What the shit? Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of a power sword, the other is raised in an invitating gesture. Are you lost, my heir? Argenta goes as still as a statue, and then slowly raises her weapon. An aberration. A sorceress aberration. Trickery of the warp. Mommy? Sister, you will lower your weapon. Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He's staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. This is impossible. I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible, for your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell you would like me to share that knowledge with you, their power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of your pain, and give you weapons so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. Well, Argenta, I have some really bad news on this playthrough for you. You will probably be the first one leaving my group, and I'm okay with that, because all is dust. To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace. Oh. The people. The survivors from the middle decks. We must help the crew, lead them out, find a way around. Convictions. Sometimes a character will have to make a tough decision based on their values, interests, and goals. Okay. So we have dogmatic, walk through the fire, heretical, yeah, or ironclast. Heretical, here we go. You offer Theodora your hand, and the air around you seemed to tighten, becoming thick and vicious, enveloping you and your companion in an impenetrable. What the shit? Impenetrable veil. Theodora smiles at you. Her radiant, piercing blue eyes suddenly remind you of Voigtvir's. Oh, good. I will show you the way. Go on. Close your eyes. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I think we all just died. Or something like that. Wait, where are we? Ooh. We are there.
What is this place?
I don't know, Abelard. Maybe some kind of secret passage. And what are those crates?
You have found an item that can only be equipped by characters of a certain conviction rank. Oh. Whoa. 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 So that's Eldari. That's Necron. Yo. What? We have a sarcophagus from the Necrons in here. I'm pretty sure this will bode so well.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Oh, a melter weapon. Heretical adherent. I mean, I am heretical. Wait, where do I see what I am?
Blessed is Von Valancia's bloodline.
Where do I see my alignment? Character? Ah! Puritan or fanatic? Heretical. Oh, I'm a follower. What do I get? Resource preservation? The rogue trader and the allies gain a 20% chance to save a combat stimulant or medkit after using it. Ah! Oh, that's kind of cool. Above the thundering guns. What the shit? Skin type assumptions, wounds, farming gunshots. Okay. What is the next one? Destroy the weak. And one after killing an enemy, however, triggering this effect immediately manifests psychic phenomena. How good! Gifts of the Warp. Psychic phenomena increases the momentum of the rogue trader's party. Oh, wow. We are completely getting into that, right? Demonopathy. Once per battle, a rogue trader may choose an ally, including themselves, and grant them a 20% bonus to all their characteristics for 2 rounds. After the effect ends, the target falls prone. Oh, good. Good. Because that's not a problem at all. And then Zealot. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, Votari, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2. Oh. I mean, I'm a completely fanatical, heretical, not even a question. But damn, this is amazing. But unfortunately, we have to end here. And we have to continue this tomorrow. Yeah, sorry folks. I have to leave you. As I said, I have to be on time. I have to be on time today. So I have to eat something. And then I have to do some other stuff. I will definitely be back with this. No, actually tomorrow... not necessarily tomorrow. Maybe on Thursday, because tomorrow is the Pioneers of Pagonia, which I want to jump in with the Mole Under Management channel. But we will probably continue this on Thursday. Yeah, I'm enjoying this, especially the heretical path. But again, thank you so much for watching, folks. I have to leave you now. I have to make this quick. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And till then, stay safe. Bye-bye. Ka-ching!